My name is Mary Catherine Long,
Diane Cody.
George Oswald.
and I'm Tom Lee's wife.
I was associated with Tom on the Paseo for 18 years.
I met Tom Lee in the Oklahoma City art community.
Well, he was a remarkable individual, and I think that if you talk to different people, they'll tell you about different sides of Tom, but he was a remarkable artist. He saw the world in a way that very few people do.
When he broke into Smile, you touched something that you didn't see every day.
And there's a lot of group shows that we were in together, and so there's this kind of nice cathartic kind of intermingling with artists.
When he was young, music was his passion, and after he had his accident, he wasn't able to play his guitar, so he took up photography.
The passion for photography was obvious.
And towards the end of his life, Tom had begun to play the guitar again, which was something that was very important to him.
He had a passion for beautiful things as well. Certainly women. He had the eye of an artist.
And I think it was reflected in some of his work, but mostly it was just a part of his life and who he was. He also had very strong political views. He had very strong views about justice and what was right in the world.
When I saw his show a few years ago in the anti-war show that he had at Mainside, I was very taken by his activist role in that.
He used a 35mm Leica camera. He was a Leica man, and he did all of his own printing, black and white, in the dark room. The process of shooting was something that he loved.
You know, he had an assistant to help him, and you know, he finagled the camera in a way that he could shoot.
And one of the things I realized looking at the work is that he always shot it from the same height. He didn't have what most other photographers have, which is the ability to move around the subject, to go below it or above it.
When he was 17, he had a car accident and became a quadriplegic, and so that changed how he got around in the world, and it changed some of the things that he could do.
Tom has had a right-hand man that is Delmar, his dog. So his last day on Paseo, Tom shot a photo of a nude, the empty church devoid of all of his photos, and Delmar on the floor. It's poignant in so many ways.
And how he made things come out, how he made things come up off of the paper, I think was very distinct.
That's almost the treasure I found in this process, and we have looked at thousands of photos, thousands.
He came on the street on Paseo, and he was very instrumental in buying buildings, renovating those buildings.
It was his great desire to be an artist and have a studio on the Paseo.
He always loved old buildings. When I first met Tom, he was renovating a sixplex in the Paseo area, and I think he did 8 buildings there.
What he was doing, he was fostering the arts community, and that's what I think is important.
And the fact that he opened venues that were not available otherwise, and he did them well. And then he rented to artists. Had an awful lot to do with the growth of Paseo.
That's one of his big contributions.
And he was so understated, I don't even think a lot of people had any idea what was going on or that he had a hand in it.
He was one of the major shakers and movers. Beyond his being an artist, he was also fostering that type of artistic level with all of us.
My name is Mary Catherine Long,
Diane Cody.
George Oswald.
and that was Tom's idea.